Do you struggle with self-awareness as you go through your day-to-day life? Does life feel like it's completely out of your control? Stick around because I'm going to show you how you can take back control of your life and to get what you want out of it. Mindfulness is hands down one of the greatest things you can do with your life. It allows you to control your mind if you practice it. It should be interwoven into your everyday life and mindset. When you practice it enough, it just becomes a habit and you don't have to think about doing it. Hey, I'm Nick and this is my channel, Nick's Mindful Tips. My goal is to help others lead a happier and more fulfilling life through my own experience and my own perspective. Mindfulness, for those of you who don't know, is when your mental state is focused on your awareness in the present moment, accepting feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations. It is an extremely powerful mental technique practiced largely by the Hindus and the Buddhists. When you can take a step back and look at your state of being in the current moment, it stops you from reflecting on negative past experiences or being anxious about future potentials. It also allows you to catch yourself when you start feeling negatively and divert your feelings in a different direction. Being mindful can be extremely difficult in the current day that we live. We have a plethora of distractions to keep us thinking about the past and the future, as well as keeping us distracted in the current moment, not allowing us to glance at our own feelings in the now. Gratefulness is a great first step to becoming more mindful. Not only does it help to promote a self-aware mind, but it will also help to cultivate a more positive outlook. Taking some time each day to appreciate the things that you are grateful for can go a long way. It may be difficult at first, but the more that you practice being grateful, the more things that you will notice that you're actually grateful for. When you take the time to be grateful, it helps you to reflect in a positive way and become aware of your life as it stands currently, pushing your brain toward mindful habits. I believe that I have lived my life fairly mindful, but not much more, if at all, than the average person. I started becoming more mindful when I got into meditation in my early 20s. I was on a journey for spiritual development and I was practicing meditation every day for a fairly long period of time. I have gotten to the point where I can barely go 5 minutes in my day-to-day life without thinking about my current thoughts and feelings. I don't go on social media very often, but when I do, I can't see more than 2 posts without my brain telling me that I'm on social media and that it's a plague and I need to get off of it. My mindfulness is highly attributed to my spiritual journey through meditation. Meditation is a great way to start becoming more mindful in your day-to-day life. Meditation is almost entirely focused on being in the present moment. The more you practice meditation, the more mindful you will naturally become. I plan on making a video in the future about meditation where I go more in depth about it. One mindfulness exercise that you can try is a breathing exercise. Take a couple minutes to sit down away from your phone and away from other distractions. Sit comfortably and just breathe. Focus on your breathing. When your mind starts to wander, take notice and return your attention back to your breathing. Be aware that there is nothing to worry about in this moment. It doesn't matter if you have bills to be paid, a paper to write, or work in an hour. The moment that you are in is all that matters. Don't worry about when your mind starts to wander. It is natural. Just be sure that when you catch it wandering, you return your attention back to your breath. Practice this every day for just a few minutes, and I can almost guarantee that you will become more mindful in your day-to-day. Hello, and welcome to Brian's Meditations of Tranquility. If this is your first time listening, I hope you followed my strong encouragement of making this meditation practice your very first priority of the day after waking to ensure maximum effectiveness. In this meditation, I'll be playing the soothing sounds of running water in the background to help your mind relax. We'll begin with that now. As you listen, let's start out with a nice, deep breath. Hold that for just a second at the top, and now release. As you release, notice that the water running in the background is probably making it very hard to control your bladder because instead of relieving yourself when you first woke up, you went straight into this meditation. Let's take a quick break so you can go relieve your bladder. Welcome back. Hopefully feeling very refreshed and ready to start your day off right. We'll begin again with the running water in the background and another deep breath in. This time, in for 7 seconds and out for 4. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. And out. 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Do you feel that? Yes. That rumbling in your gut right now is your colon getting ready to explode because you most likely didn't handle all of your business when you relieved your bladder. Let's take one more quick break so that you can be fully immersed in this meditation and achieve the optimum mindset for the day ahead. Become aware of your minute-by-minute feelings. When you start to feel happy about something, make a note of it. When you get frustrated with your job, catch yourself in that moment and say, I am frustrated in this moment, and be mindful of it. When you can start catching your present emotions and thoughts, it lets you to take control of them instead of letting them control you. When you get good enough at it, you can start living in a higher state of consciousness. It allows you to stop living in a state of want and pushes you towards a state of abundance. It will also help you to be more attentive to others when they are speaking to you, as well as helping you to understand others more and the world around you. This state of being is not to be taken lightly. It is something that will help guide you to a life and mentality that you thought you'd never have. Mindfulness can also help with judgment. And yes, everyone judges everyone. That's a given. But when you are aware of your everyday thoughts, it can help you to stop judging people so much. I catch myself all of the time looking at other people or thinking things about other people, but I'm always instantly met with the realization that I'm doing it, and it makes me stop and realize that they are who they are, and I shouldn't be judging them for it. If you're someone with anger problems, mindfulness is also a great tool for helping better that. I'm sure most of you have heard of the 10-second rule, and no, not for food falling on the ground, but when you get angry, to close your eyes and count to 10. This is a form of mindfulness, being aware of it, taking a step back, and absorbing the present moment. When you start to get a grasp on being more mindful throughout your day, you can start putting your attention on your intention, focusing on what you want to do with your life, what makes you feel happy and fulfilled, and how you want to present yourself to the world. Mindfulness is a great way to reduce anxiety and depression. I read something somewhere that I can't remember where it came from, but it basically goes like this. Depression is correlated almost entirely to past events, while anxiety is almost entirely correlated to future events. Mindfulness is right in between these two things. It's about the present moment. It allows you to directly fight against two of the biggest issues that people have today. It can also help you to sleep better, cope with pain, and lower your stress. Many live in a constant state of stress. Stimulation is a very big cause for this. Technology, phones, computers, and TV, emails going off, texts from friends, notifications from social media going off, the news shoving alarming things down our throats. These things don't have to be bad if they're in moderation, but they are so commonplace that they are almost all that we know today. We are so used to being stressed out, some without even realizing it. Mindfulness can help to break this stress problem with ease. If everyone were more mindful, it could truly help the world to become a better place. I believe that we must work toward becoming as mindful as possible to push toward a more peaceful and greater world. Mindfulness truly does have the capability to change your entire perception of reality. Becoming mindful may not be easy, but with practice and effort, you'll be there before you know it. Really quickly, I wanted to give a shout out to my boy Cash. This is one of his tees. He's an aspiring artist, and I wanted to show him my support. I'll be leaving a link in my description if anyone wants to check them out. That's all I have for you guys. Leave a like if this video has changed your perception, and leave a comment and let me know what you guys are grateful for. Have a good day, guys. Later. Mindfulness? Taking the time each... Oh my god. Mindfulness is... When you take the time to be grateful, you will be amazing. When you take the time to be grateful, it helps you to reflect in a positive way. And it also will help you to look at your life in the way that you want to look at your life. Because you're watching these videos, so obviously you want a better life. So keep watching. When you can get good enough at it, It lets you to be living in a higher state of consciousness. And when you don't read your script while you're shooting the video, then that means that you're not a good YouTuber. And I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. It allows you to stop living in a if you're a problem